How's it going? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the Speed Performance Shop with CMST carbon fiber hood for the Tesla Model Y. For these bolts, I just used the CMST bolts that came attached to the hood, but if not, they're just a 14mm bolt. So basically, first what you're going to want to do, I already have the hood installed, I'm just showing this so I can take it off and reinstall it. You're going to want to lift up your hood, of course pop it from the front. You're going to want to come in here, you're going to have two 14mm bolts on both sides of the car hood. You basically want to take your wrench, put it on, we're going to loosen one at a time. For the front trunk clip, all you're going to want is a 3/16 Allen key, which you're just going to put in right here, and you can twist this out. This will pop out, and then just twist it right back in. So basically now we're going to start as if we were putting it back on, so the hood's removed. You're going to have two of these 14mm bolts. The best thing to do is just use a socket wrench for the easiest way to uninstall it. Basically what you're going to want to do is make sure this is lined up, so flip the hood up. So you're going to want to almost line it up perfectly. You'll see marks where it was before. You're going to want to line it up perfectly centered, almost in the middle of this, so your hood's not off center once you reattach it to the car. So now we're going to reinstall the hood to the car. So we're going to line it up, get it down. Hold on, let me just put one bolt in. Slide it down a little bit. So basically after, you can even just put one on one side, so put the first one in on the bottom, and then we'll readjust it later. So once one's in on the bottom, you're gonna go to the other side, then do the same thing on this side. Put the bottom one in first, and make sure you're not tightening it too tight. So basically you just gotta find the hole, and these brackets do move a little bit, so you have a little bit of play. So find the hole. So one problem that I've always noticed that when I was installing this hood, it took me about like 20 minutes to really get the right setting and adjustment for it. So if you see, we even haven't lined it up or anything. When you bring it down, you're not gonna want a gap like this in the front. It's not pushed in, but you're not gonna want this gap in the front. So you're gonna have to center it so there's no gap along the side right here as well. Like that's way too much. Come around on this side, you're not gonna want to be overlapping and chip your paint on the car. So now we're gonna just adjust this before we set it back in place for the final spot. What we're doing is the hood was almost perfectly aligned, but it's not forward enough. So now all you gotta do to either bring it forward or back, loosen the back one and then just slide this bracket on this forward for more space in the front, or if it's too far up, slide it back. So now that's what we're gonna do till we can get it perfect on the front. So as you can see, it's not even fully pushed in yet, and that is pretty much flush all the way along here. We're gonna have to adjust it a little bit more over on this side. So as you can see here, this is just a little bit too close to the paint. But if you push it down, you'll see that seal, and that's what you're gonna want in the end result. And we can just move this over about a couple centimeters just to really get it in place. So now we're gonna readjust it back over this way, just the last piece for the final adjustment of the hood. Now you can see once we've readjusted it, coming close, you can see this is not even, you can't even stick your finger in there. It is perfectly aligned all the way down with the car. This is about as much as you want space. You're still gonna want a little bit so you never are grinding against the paint. And all the way up the side, you see it's basically, you can't get any closer than that. So now we're just gonna put in the last two top bolts for the hood, and then we're pretty much done. I hope this answered all your questions on how to install the Performance Speed Shop with CMST carbon fiber hood for the Tesla Model Y. It's a super easy install. All you need is a 14mm socket wrench and another person to help you hold the hood and navigate it onto the car. It only took me about 10-15 minutes to adjust it and get it to the perfect setting to where it's not creased or gapped or anything. So let me know if you guys have any other questions, and stay tuned for more install videos on the rear diffuser, side skirts, wing, and front lip. Thank you guys.